This is why you make cheat sheets. Okay? Because to memorize this is impressive. To understand it, more impressive. Okay? To get it a little bit, that's impressive enough. And that's what I'm aiming for today. So Pascal's triangle is this famous mathematician, Pascal, right? And he created this triangle, and it was able to solve a lot of different things. I mean, we use it all over the place, okay? But this is one of the things that it works for, and that's binomial expansion, okay? And so I'm going to use black right here, and the Pascal's triangle is pretty simple. It's really basic. It goes 1, and then we did blue, right? So then we do 1 and 1, like that, right? And then 1 and 1 makes how much? 2, right? So in this line, you got a 2 right here, right? And then on the other side, you have 1 and 1. Does that make sense? So that goes with this line. Okay? So 3, that's purple, right? Right? So that's purple. So we're going to go with, well, what's 2 and 1? 3. So this is 3, and this is 3, right? And then we have the 1s on the side. 1 and 1. Okay? And what's 3 and 3? 6. Yeah. So that's 6, right? And then that's 4 and 4 and 1 and 1. Okay? And then 5 is pink, right? So then 6 and 4?
10.
Yep. 10 and 10, right? 5 and 5 and 1 and 1. Okay? And it keeps going forever. Okay? And what these are they help us to do these without doing them. Does that make sense? So you'll notice that sometimes you're going to be having some number, 2x plus 3 cubed, right? And then you have to do all that cube stuff. Or you can use Pascal's triangle. So here's what happens. In the first one, it equals 1. Because anything to the 0 power is 1, right? Okay, so that was easy. Blue. Anything to the 1 power is A plus B itself, right? Okay? So there's 1A, 1B. Does that make sense? Okay? And then the next one is there's 1A, there's 2ABs, and there's 1B, but they're squared, right? And there you go. And they're adding, of course, right? Okay? Does that make sense so far? And so that's another way. Remember I said you could just take this squared plus this squared plus this times this times this. That was a pattern, right? But then I didn't have a pattern for this one. Not an easy pattern. But this does. Pascal figured out a pattern. Right? And his pattern was, as we go to purple, is that correct? Then we have A cubed, right? And B cubed, right? So we have one of those, but then we're going to have plus 3 and plus 3, right? So then we have to decide, let's go plus 3, and then let's move this guy over just a little bit, and plus 3. Then we're going to obviously have the ABs in there, right? So we're going to have AB and AB, except one of them is going to be squared in one, and then the other in the other. So it's squared, squared. Okay? So it's the third, and then on the inside it's squared, right? And it goes 3, 2, 1, and it just keeps doing that. Don't worry, I'm learning this as I'm telling it to you. Because when I was young, I was like, I'm not going to memorize this. You're crazy, teacher. But I noticed we do this a lot in pre-cal. And so if I show this to you now and show pre-cal, then it'll be better. Okay? So what do you think is going to happen on this next one? What do you guys think? If we just follow the Pascal. Yeah. So we're going to have A to the fourth and B to the fourth. Good. And then how many are going to be here? Before we do the A's and B's things, how many do you think will be here? Plus how many?
Oh, plus 4.
4, right? And then plus 6, and then plus 4. Does that make sense? Because that's following our pattern. So 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1, right? And now we just got to go, well, we know there are going to be ABs in there. Is that right? So it's going to be AB, AB, and AB. Oops. We've got to have that plus B to the fourth, right? But remember, we're going to have these pieces. So this was 3, 2, right? So do you think it might be 4, 3, and 2? And then this one would be going 4, 3, and 2? Does that make sense? Right?
For once in my life, it's actually something.
And for once in my life, I did it right the first time. I'm telling you, I swear to God, this is the first time I've taught this in 20 years of teaching. Okay? So, I'm trying not to make a mistake, but I'm trying to make it really easy. Okay? Alright, the next one. Okay? What do you think the next one's going to be? So we're going to have an A to the fifth, right? And let's probably put it out here. And then out here would be B to the fifth, right? And then we got to follow our pattern. We're going to say plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5, right? Sorry. And then a plus. And then remember, AB, 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 and AB, right? But now we got to figure out that other pattern. Hopefully I do it. I don't know. Well, let's see. So before it was just 4, 3, 2, right? So wouldn't this be 5, 4, 3, right? And it stops at 3, right? Because I'm going the other way then, right? 5, 4, 3, right? Now, there's got to be some others, okay? Or is there? Oh, there's got to be some others, and that's where the 2s are coming up. So 5, 4, 3, and 5, 4, 3. And 2 and 2. So that's when these 2 and 2 go in. Woo! Where did that 2 and 2 go in? So, oh! Remember? Because it had to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. None. No B, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and no A.
Is that how it has to go?
That actually makes sense, right? So if we wanted to make the next one, we could. Couldn't we?
Yeah.
You want to try it? Shoot, I've never done it, but I don't see why not. We could try it. It should be easy, right? So, what color? Orange?
Do you have a light blue?
Do I have a light blue? I have a blue and then I can put pink over it. That might work. Let's see. If we have one, well, that's blue and blue. Doesn't matter. Pink. And then blue. There we go. That light blue, right? 1 and 1. There we go, light blue. Right? And then, so basically we're just saying this becomes 5, right? So this becomes how much?
5.
6, right?
Oh, yeah, 5 and 1.
Right? And then 15, and then 20, and then 15, and then 6, and then, well, like, $15. And just pretend those are all light blue. Okay? Maybe I should use blue and green. That would have been light blue. I don't know. I'm excited now. You guys are exciting me. Okay? Because this would be what level? This would be A plus B to the light blue 6, right? Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of light blue. Okay. Alright. And so, following that same pattern, right? Following that same pattern, then I would have an A to the 6th, right? And a B to the 6th. And then it would be plus 6 plus 15 plus 20 plus 15 plus 6 plus. And then I go over that with all my blue to make this a light blue color. Okay? And then I put in my ABs, right? AB, 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 right? And again, those would be light blue, light blue, light blue, light blue. I think we figured out the pattern, right? And the pattern was 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
and then the other pattern would be
5, 4, 3,
Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I'm about to pitch a tent. So excited. This is crazy. Right? And then we don't need those ones, right? We're mathematicians now. We understand Pascal's triangle. And there it is. Pascal's triangle. What? Bam.